Welcome back to another tutorial video. In today's video, we are going to look at how to build a car listing website. Okay, so as you can see, we have a website that has a logo called Car Listo. Okay, so on this website, users are going to be able to sign up and list cars. Okay, so as part of their ways of marketing their cars. And as an administrator of the site, people are going to be able to pay you in order to list their website. So your job will be to market the site to potential clients and who are going to be able to contact these car owners and then make a purchase based on their own negotiation. Okay, so your job is going to be the administrator of the website, set the website up, and then have people sign up and make their own listings. Okay, so let's go through the site. So if you go, this is the home page, but if you navigate to the cars page, you can see that individuals have listed a number of cars here, and then each car has its detail page. Okay, so if you click on any of the cars, you will be rerouted to a page where they have the car's details. Okay, so as you can see, this is every information you need to know about the car, and this is the vendor. Okay, so you have the vendor's name, they have their social media accounts, and as an administrator of the site, you are going to be able to assign your own social media to the site, and those who are signing up are also going to be able to add their social media links. Okay, so as you can see, he has details about the particular car that he has on the site or the particular car that was clicked on. Okay, you also have these images that you can navigate just to see the car in different views. Okay, and then contact information of the individual. So you have their phone, you have their email if you want to contact them and negotiate on the car that they have listed on the site. Okay, yeah, so we have the cars, we have our home page. Let's just go back to the home page, and this is how the home page will look like. And then as the owner of this site, you are going to be able to customize the look of the site. Okay, so basically when people list their sites, this is when people list their cars, this is how it's going to appear, and you as the administrator of the site is going to be able to customize this site to look a little bit different for your own purpose. Okay, so yes, so we have the cars page, we have customer reviews, which is also customizable by the admin of the website, so you can change all of these reviews and write your own reviews as well. We have latest blogs, so as part of it you can write blogs. So either you are writing blogs about life, social life, what is happening around the world, or everything about cars. Okay, so you can write blogs about cars, and then the administrator of the site is going to be able to write these blogs on the admin panel, which we'll go through as part of the video. Okay, yes, so every part of this website is going to be very customizable. You can customize the footer, you can customize every information you have here as well as your contact info. So this will be the contact info of the admin of the website. Okay, so you have the admin's email, his address, and phone numbers that you can reach out to. Now for those who will sign up, okay, they can also reach the admin by this form here. So they'll just enter their name, their email address, the subject, and then whatever issue or message they have to send to you as the admin. Okay, yes, so that is it for just the home page. And let's see if users sign up this the UI that they are going to see whenever they sign up. So I'm just going to log in because I have an account. Okay, so this is your login or register page. Okay, so for those who are yet to have an account, they are going to have this form here that they can enter their details: first name, last name, username. So this is going to be the name that will appear anytime they sign into their dashboard, because as users they are going to also have a dashboard that they can use to manage their products, that is the cars and the category of cars they are posting, their contacts, and their social media accounts. So they will sign up through this form, and once you are signed up, you can then log in. Okay, so you just navigate to login. Okay, so I already have an account, so I'm going to log into my account and show you how a user's dashboard will look like. Right, so welcome to the user's dashboard. Okay, so this is different from the admin dashboard. So every user who signs up to your website is going to have this dashboard where they are going to use to manage their listings of cars on your website. Okay, so they are going to be able to add cars. Okay, now the reason for this particular kind of site is because for users to be able to sign up for an account but then buy a package to be able to list their website. Okay, so this is the benefit that the admin of the website is going to get by selling packages, okay, to these website owners. And when we go into the admin panel, we are going to look at the packages that are available, but in this user dashboard we'll also look at the packages that they can purchase. Okay, so once you are done purchasing your package, we'll look at that later. You'll be able to enter the title, category, currency code. Okay, so depends on what your currency code is, and then your currency symbol. Okay, so for those of you who will be able to find a symbol, we have only the dollar on the keyboard. But if you make a simple Google search about any currency, okay, so you can just search a symbol for the pound, and then you can just copy it right here and then paste. Okay, let's see. So you can just paste that, and that will be the symbol for your currency. Okay, so for those of you who have other currencies, so you just search for the symbol, copy that and paste. You're going to have regular prices, sale prices, whether your product is negotiable or not. So you are going to select that, either yes or no. So these are just going to be specifications about your particular car, the model, the fuel type, transmission type, and the condition of the car. Okay, so some of them are going to be select. Okay, and then you can select whether it's used or new. You will be able to add description to your car, a slider image, and then featured image. Okay, and then if you've purchased a plan, you'll be able to click submit, and then your listing will be shown on the main web page. Okay, yes, so as you can see, it says you have to buy a package to post ads. And so for you to be able to post, you have to buy a package from this administrator, and then you get the permission to be able to list your cars. Okay, so you are going to be able to manage your cars, featured cars, and as well as your social links. So you'll be adding your Facebook account links here. As you can see, they are disabled, but once you are ready to add your links, you can enable them and then submit, and they'll appear as part of your profile on the main website. Okay, now let's look at the packages. Yeah, don't worry, the packages have some dummy text, but if you are building this as the administrator, you have some text based on the amount and then the number of days they are going to be able to post their listings or their ads on your website. Okay, so once a user selects the particular package that they want to, they can just click on get started, and once they click on get started, they will be rerouted to the payment page where they're going to make payment. Okay, so in this page they are going to select their payment method, whether they want PayPal or Stripe. Okay, so if you select Stripe, you are going to have to add your card, the month, the year. But yes, so they are going to be able to add their card details, and this is going to be set up by the admin. Okay, so the admin can enable PayPal or Stripe based on his priorities. Okay, he's going to be able to add his PayPal information to the site as well as that of Stripe. Okay, and those payment gateways will be enabled here for users to make payment. Yes, so yeah, that's it for the users dashboard, and then let's just get back to the rest of the video. Okay, so I'm just going to log out here. Yes, and back to the home page. Okay, yeah, so once you have purchased the script, which I'm going to leave a link in the description to the script files that you can purchase and have your activation codes and that of your license. Okay, so once that is done, the next thing you want to do is to order hosting and domain. Okay, so as you can see, I'm hosting this site on learnwithdave.xyz. It's the same domain that I use for tutorials. So you are going to order a domain which relates to car listings. Okay, so that users are going to be able to find this site. Even though as an administrator, you can add some metadata tags that will help in SEO, but you want to get a domain name that relates to kind of car listing. So the next thing we are going to do is to order our hosting and our domain name. And then once we are done with the site, we are just going to go ahead and go through the admins panel. Okay, after we've hosted this site on cPanel or your domain, we are now going to go through the admin panel and look at how we can customize the entire website. Okay, so once you have your script, the next thing we want to do is to look at purchasing hosting for our application. Okay, so the hosting provider I'm using in this particular video is called Makigo Host. They have high-speed web hosting and domain name services. This is Makigo Host, and that's their homepage, so you can read through Makigo Host homepage to see most of the services they provide. Okay, and once you've gone through that, I want to show you how we can purchase our hosting and domain. Okay, so on their navigation, you head to hosting services, and then from there you can go straight to shared hosting with cPanel. Okay, so as you can see, they also provide a reseller hosting plan with cPanel. They have a shared hosting with CyberPanel that is coming soon as well. So let's just go ahead and go to the shared hosting with cPanel. Once that is done, you can see you have unlimited database FTP accounts and a 99% uptime guarantee. Okay, so if you are purchasing hosting and domain, you want to get it from a service provider that is up most of the time. You don't want your website to be down most of the time and users cannot access it. Okay, so that's why I suggest you go to through Makigo Host. I'll leave a link in the description that you can go ahead and purchase your hosting. Now, the next thing we want to do is to scroll to the bottom where they have all of their services. So I have our hosting services, hosting features and services. You can scroll more down, and then we have their hosting plan. Okay, so as you can see, they have a $2.99 per month Go Basic plan. That's exactly what we are going to use, but your choice of the plan will depend on the requirements of your application. Okay, so as you can see, there are different services that they provide based off of the plan that you choose. Okay, so as if you check the storage, they have 20 gigabyte SSD storage for those who go with the 2.99 per month, and that of 50 gigabyte storage for those of them that go for the 4.99 per month. Okay, so for this particular video, I'm just going to go ahead and order the Go Basic plan. So click on order now, and once you select the order now, you'll be sent to a billing page. Okay, so basically you can see the particular services that you are choosing. Make sure you select a billing cycle to 1 year. Okay, so you get to save a few dollars from that. Okay, so once you select the 1 year plan, you saved the 8.33% of the amount you would have paid. Okay, now if you want Makigo Host to do all of the Google Analytics integration for you, you can select that they offer at $15. And if you want them to index your site on Google too as well, they charge $15 for that. Okay, now I have a coupon code for Makigo Host. It's that you can add for a discount. So let's just go to this page. On your order summary, you have change your discount code. Okay, so click on that and put in your discount code. Okay, so I have div25 and submit. All right, so with that, you get a 25% discount, and that saves you a few dollars. Okay, now your total checkout fee is at 54.67 US dollars. Okay, now depending on your budget, you want to either enable or disable these services. Okay, because as you realize, the 54.67 US dollars is only for our hosting for 1 year, in addition to the Google Analytics and that of indexing your site on Google. Okay, so if you can do all of this, you don't need to add them, but if you want them to help you do all of that too as well, you can just add them and then check out. Okay, so once we have added our discount code and applied, go ahead and click on continue. Okay, so now we are redirected to a page where we are supposed to enter our domain. Okay, so this will, if you already own a domain from another provider, you can transfer that to Makigo host, or if you are working with a different provider, that's completely fine. That means you already have a cPanel account, and you can just skip the video until we are putting the script file online. Okay, but other than that, if you are ordering a domain for a particular project, you want to enter the domain name in this particular section to search. Okay, to search whether this domain is available or it's not available. So let's just search learn. I'm just going to add learntoday.com. Okay, so we have learntoday.com, and let's search whether it's available. Learntoday.com is not available. Let's just add David. Okay, so learndavidtoday.com, and then let's search. Okay, so these are just random names. Okay, so you will be entering your particular domain that you prefer based on the project that you are building. Okay, so you wouldn't just enter any random project at all, but you'll be entering a name that relates to your particular project. Okay, yes, so now we have learndavidtoday.com is available, and then we can then go ahead and add to cart. Okay, so once that is available, click on add to cart. And now they also do have other product add-ons again here on this page. Okay, so they offer domain name system management and ID protection. Okay, so if you want to protect your identity on the internet, you can pay that $5 every 1 year. Okay, so just $5 per year, or you can add the domain name system management. Again, this is based off on your budget. If you don't have the budget for that, you can just go ahead and continue. So we're just going to go ahead and click on continue. And now we are at our other summary page. Okay, so now this is our plan. We have learndavidtoday.com, and that of the add-ons that we added at $15. Okay, so we basically would have been paying $77.89, but now we have a discount of 8.22, making our payment at $69.67 from the coupon code that we used. Okay, so once you've gotten to this stage, we just want to enter in our details and then proceed. Okay, so enter your organization. I'm just going to put the movie, and then I'm going to put in my first name, which is David. Last name, that's my last name. I'll put in my email, which is ddarwin@gmail.com. I'll add my phone number. All right, and then my address. Put in your right address in this particular section of the video, so I'm just going to put in the city, our zip code. Let's put in 0233. Let's put in Upper East. Country is Ghana. Receive email announcement. I'm going to select no, and let's put in a password. Okay, so this will be your password to log into your account. Okay, so make sure you are entering a secured password. Okay, so now let's enter our password. Let's change this email account. Okay, so make sure you're entering the right email, because they will send some communication to this email, so you need to have access to it to be able to log into your cPanel account. Okay, so once that is done, check that you are not a robot by going through this Google this reCAPTCHA. So select bicycle and then verify. Let's agree to the terms and then place order and create account. Okay, all right, so once that is done, you have an order completion page. Okay, and an email that has been sent to your account. Okay, so for that, it's just a basic process that you follow. So all you have to do is to go and log into your account, or your email account and then go through the billing process. All right, so if you have completed payment and created your account, okay, so this will be the user interface that you will log in at Makigo Host. You should, however, note that this user interface is going to be very different from other hosting providers. Okay, so as you can see, I have a Go Basic plan, which is learn with Dave.xyz that I ordered at 32.89 US dollars yearly. Okay, so now if you've completed your payment through the email account, that is fine. You just wait for a few hours for your cPanel account to be um account details to be provided to you, that you can easily log in straight to your account, or wait for your domain name, which usually takes a while, about 20 hours to 24 hours for them to make your domain name available to you for use. Okay, but your cPanel account should not take that long to be provided for you, so that you can go and log in to it. Okay, so if you have finished all of your payment and then you've logged into your account, no problem. But if you are yet to make payment, you can head to their billing and then check your invoices. Okay, you basically see all of your open invoices, paid, draft, and all of it. Okay, so if you click on the paid, you will see all of the invoices that you have paid. Okay, so as you can see, I ordered this a while ago, so my invoice has been marked paid. Okay, however, if you have not paid and you clicked on your domain, you'll be redirected to this page. Okay, so if you scroll to the bottom, you will see that you have the options to make payment. Okay, so you can make payment at makigohost.com/bitcoin or makigohost.com/flutterwaves. Okay, and once payment is made, you will be notified that you have completed payment and your invoice will be marked as paid. Okay, yes, so if you return to your dashboard, you can check all your packages. Okay, so this is your packages, and then once you are here at your package, that's kind of the domain that you ordered, you can just click on that. And if it is Makigo host, you can log directly into your cPanel account. Okay, so you can just click on log into cPanel account, and there you have it. You have your cPanel account open. Okay, so in your case, there will be a wizard because it's a new cPanel account, but I have used this cPanel account for other tutorials, so that's why you are not seeing it. Okay, so yes, this is your cPanel account and this is your hosting provider's dashboard. Okay, and once you have your cPanel account created, we are going to go ahead and then start with the installation of our script. All right, so once you are done ordering your domain and you've logged into your cPanel account, okay, so the next thing we want to do as the foundation for installing our script file, which is the car listing website, is to create our database. Okay, so if you've logged into your cPanel account, if it is a fresh account, you see a wizard pop up, but for me it's already an account I've been using, so we are going to go ahead and then create our database. Okay, so in that search bar, just type db and then select manage my databases. Yeah, so once the page launches, okay, in this interface, we are going to create our database. And what we're going to do is to create this database and associate this database with a user. Okay, so we're going to link this particular database we are going to create with a user, a database user, and then we are going to link this database user to that of the database, and then assign the user some privileges. Okay, which are going to be CRUD operations. So now on create a new database, I just want you to enter your database name. For me, I'm going to call it CarDB. Okay, you can call it whatever you want. I'm going to call mine CarDB and then click on create database. All right, so you get a success message, which is your username, okay, underscore CarDB. All right, then you just return back to the page. Okay, scroll to the bottom where we have create a user or add new user. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of this, and I'm going to create car db user. Okay, and this is the user I've chosen. This is just a name, so I'm calling the database user here a card database user. You can give it a name. Okay, so these names we are using are my preferred names. Okay, so you can assign your preferred names to that database user. Okay, and for our password, okay, if you have a strong password, you can add that particular password to this account. Okay, this database user account. Okay, but for me, I'm just going to generate a password. So you can use this password generator to generate a secured password for your database user. Okay, these passwords are going to be very important when we are installing the script, because it's going to be necessary when we are about to install our script on our cPanel account. Okay, which we have already begun. Okay, so click on generate password. Click generate password until you have a password that you prefer. Okay, so for me, this is okay. Copy this password. Make sure you are going to copy this password and save it at a location that you can always reference. Okay, because we will need this password in the process. Okay, so you have to check this checkbox that you have copied this password into a safe place. So I'm going to check that. Okay, I'm just going to open this Word document, and I'm going to type here password, and I'm pasting my password here. Okay, and once that is done, I'm just going to click on use password. Right, so we have our password is strong, we have 100% score, and I'm just going to click on create user. Good. Now that I've created our database user, I'm just going to return back to the same page. And once that is done, I'm going to add our database user to the database. Okay, so in your case, if you scroll down after creating your database user, you have add user to database. Okay, so in this case, you have a user and then you have the database. If you have multiple databases, if you already had a cPanel account that has multiple databases, you want to check and select the right database and that of the user, because we are going to add these two as one. Okay, so once that is done, you can just click on add. Okay, and then you are adding the user to the database. So click on add, and then we are rerouted to this page where we are going to allow some CRUD operation privileges to this particular user. Okay, so as you can see, we have alter, create, delete, event, index, and a ton of privileges that we can add to this particular database user. Okay, so in this particular case, I just want you to click on allow all privileges, and once that is done, I want you to copy this database user as well as the database name. So copy that and add that to your password. Okay, so just paste that on top of your password, because we'll still need all of this information during the installation of our script. So save this information, and once that is done, scroll down and click on make changes. Good. So now we have our database created. Okay, so now that we have created our database, let's just go back to our cPanel tools. Okay, so if we click on tools, we will be rerouted back to the home page. Okay, so as at this point, I'm sure you already have bought your script files and have downloaded the files. Okay, so on my desktop, I'm going to minimize this, and let's look at how to set up our cron jobs. Okay, what we're going to do is to type in cron, click on create, manage, and delete schedule tags. Okay, on cron jobs. Okay, so once that is done, please scroll to the bottom where it reads add new cron jobs. Okay, so once that is done, click on the common settings. Okay, so you are going to select your cron jobs common settings. Okay, so if you want your cron job to run twice per hour, once per hour, or twice per day, you select that. Okay, so select your cron job to run every 5 minutes. Okay, so click on select once every 5 minutes, and then every minute you have once per 5 minutes, and that of hourly you want every hour your cron job to run. So you can select every hour, day. It should run every day, every month, and these settings are like custom. Okay, so you can leave every other one of them. And then from the documentation, there's a cron command. Okay, and that is what we are going to use in this installation. We are going to use our cron command here. Okay, so open your documentation, scroll to your cron command. Okay, so you need to set a cron to check package validity every day. Okay, so if the expiration date is over there, then users will be notified via email. Also, users will get an alert before 5 days of expiration date for their package. Okay, and this is very important for the administrator, because if people sign up, okay, and they select a package at, let's say it's supposed to be 25 days, so 5 days prior to the expiry, they will receive an email that their package is about to expire. So it's very important to set up this cron job. So copy this command back to your cron jobs and then paste this command. Okay. Now the directions here says your domain name server. Okay. Okay. So it says your domain dot name. Okay. So what we are going to do is to put in our domain. So in my case, my domain here is learnwithdave.xyz. Okay, so I'm just going to copy my domain, and here are the cron jobs. I'm going to delete this. Let's take off that and then paste. Okay, now we have my domain, which is learnwithdave.xyz slash check validity. I'm just going to put https here and then click on add cron jobs. Okay, so now we have successfully added the cron job to our cPanel account. Okay, so yes, this is how you add cron jobs to your cPanel as required by the script. On my desktop, I have the script file. Okay, which we have here as car space dot 1.9 dot zip. Okay, so if you download your script file after you have purchased it, it's going to be in zip format. Okay, so all you have to do is to unzip it. Okay, so if you are using a Windows device, you can just right click on it and then you should have some extract somewhere around here. Okay, so I'm on a Mac, so I'm just going to click on it and to automatically extract. Okay, once it extracts, you have another folder right here, just like the one I'm showing you here on the screen, and then you just have to open that. Okay, now if you open that unzipped folder, you have two zipped files as well. We have files and we have documentation. Okay, so I'm just going to open that documentation, and if you open documentation, okay, you have all of the css file for the documentation, which is a guide on how to set up this script. Okay, and I'm going to be taking you through, but we'll reference the script at some point if required. But let's just open the script file. Okay, so this is how your car listing website documentation will look like. Okay, so you can go through all of the documentation and add to be able to set up the script. Okay, but let's go back to our desktop, and inside the same files you have the files.zip. Okay, so I'm just going to unzip it, but we'll use the zipped one for our upload onto cPanel. Yeah, so once the files are unzipped, let's open it, and then you have your assets installed and then that of the project. Okay, so your installer is what we are going to use to install this zip file on the root directory where your files will live on cPanel. Okay, so let's close that and then we'll upload these files. But before then, let's look at our documentation. Now, if you go through the documentation, they give you the about section. This is a description about the site. You also have how to install, okay, because this is what we are going to be using for our installation, and then how to set up cron jobs, okay, which I'll show you how to do. Now, you also will have information about the admin area or the admin dashboard, which we'll go through. Okay, so the dashboard, the car specifications, these are all areas on the car on the applications admin area. Okay, yeah, so those are things we'll go through. It has blogs, SEO, But then let's look at something here. Okay, so in here we have our cron jobs that we will have to set up. Okay, so what they are saying, there's a cron command. So if you are creating a cron job on cPanel, there's always a cron command. Okay, so this is our cron command, okay, which we will create. So we have widget http slash your domain. Okay, so whatever domain you ordered, you put that in place of this particular command. Okay, so we are going to upload our script files and then go through the installation process. Stay tuned to the end of the video because we will be going through a very structured approach to uploading all of our script files onto cPanel and having our application live on a server. Okay, so once that is done, let's go back to our cPanel account, navigate to File Manager, or if you don't want to navigate on the web page, you can just search on the search bar, just type in File Manager, click on File Manager, manage and edit your files. Yes, and so once that loads, we want to navigate to our public underscore HTML, and let's open that. Okay, so this is basically where your website files will reside. Okay, and we will do a test on this so that you can see what happens. Okay, so if we open our, let's open our website or our domain. Once you open the domain, you see that we have only these files. Okay, so currently we have nothing residing on our website page, and then this URL is currently pointing to our public underscore HTML. Okay, so now let's test to see how this works. So let's just create a file, and then we are going to name it index.html, and let's click on create. All right, so once this loads, let's reload our URL. And now what is happening now is our URL is reading whatever information is on the index.html. Okay, so that's what is basically displaying the information on our website. However, our index.html file is currently empty. Okay, so let's open that. Okay, and click on edit. Click edit once more. And let's just type in here hello world. Okay, once you have typed in hello world, please click on save changes, and once your changes have been saved, let's refresh our page, and there you have it, hello world. Okay, so this is just a proof that the public underscore HTML is the root of your application. Okay, so anytime someone visits your URL, it points directly to the public underscore HTML. So if you created a subdomain under public underscore HTML, then you have this dot that subdomain. Okay, so you have this whole long domain name dot that subdomain. Okay, and then to still be able to access those files in that subdomain. Okay, yes, so this is just for a test, so I'm just going to open this, close this, and then back to our cPanel, and then let's get rid of this index.html and bring in our script files. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this, so click on it and click on delete, click confirm delete, and then we will get rid of these files. Okay, so now that we have gotten rid of our test index.html, let's click on upload, and once you've clicked on this, click on select file, and my files reside on my desktop. So you come to desktop, I have cast paste unzipped, so click on that and then select the zipped file. Okay, for we unzip this to look at whatever files are inside, but for our upload purposes we are going to upload the zip. Okay, so click on open, and then we are going to wait for the upload process to complete. Once it completes, we will get a green a green background that shows that everything is complete, and then we'll just proceed. Yeah, so that's it. We have the green background showing that our upload was complete, and then you just click on go back. Yes, so now here in our public underscore HTML, what we have to do is to click on your files.zip. Okay, so this is currently a zip file, so you want to click on it and extract. Okay, so you can select it and then you have extract down here, or you can just select it and click on this extract and that will extract it as well. Okay, so I'm going to click on extract, click extract one more, and this will extract your script files. Okay, so once that is done, click on close. Okay, now what happens is we have our script file. These are the files that were available on the files.zip. Okay, so once this is done, you can get rid of the zip files. So just click on, select the zip file and click on delete and confirm delete. And now we have gotten rid of these script files. So anytime we visit our URL, it's going to point to the public underscore HTML, which is the root. And then it is going to try to read this document right here and then display that as your website. Okay, so now that we have this, just go back to your website and then refresh. Yes, and now as you can see, our website has loaded. Okay, so it's starting the installation wizard. Okay, so as you can see, I have a license that is now for the community. So if you are installing, you wouldn't see this because you have a valid license. Okay, so once that is done, because in our cPanel account, I think this is where we are working. Okay, so we can close this window, and then once you load, you have our script this window here. Okay, and this is our script installer. So now what we are going to do is to start the installation process. Okay, so you can click on start installation. Okay, and then it gives you the PHP version. Okay, so now if this PHP version were to fail, because if you had a PHP version that was less than 7.1.3 or higher, you will get an error. Okay, so if that is your case, I want you to head back to your cPanel account and just type in PHP version. Okay, click on PHP version. And once it loads up, okay, as we have it, we have a PHP selector, and then we have our current PHP version to be 8.3. Okay, if your PHP version was different from what is required by the script, you can just come and click here and select the right PHP version. Okay, so as of now, I'm using the very current PHP version, which is 8.3. And then once you select that, you can just click on update. Okay, so if you see, if I select a different one, I'll have apply. Okay, and then you can click on apply and that will apply. Okay, so for me, I'm already on the current version, so I'm not going to make changes to my PHP version. Okay, yes, so once that is resolved, okay, your script file should have that mark checked. Okay, because you can run check permissions. Okay, yes, so once this is done, just click on check permissions, and then if your permissions passes, we have also folder permissions. Okay, so if there were some permissions that were not allowed, you see the permissions that are required and how to change it. Okay, so let me show you how you would change folder permission in case you run into some. Okay, so come back to your file manager, and if there were permissions that were supposed to be allowed for certain folders, okay, especially let's say you had to change access to a certain permission, so you can just trace that. Okay, and then you can click here and change the permission and save. Okay, so for some permissions that will be required, you need to open the folder and go into other folders before you'll be able to allow those permissions. Okay, yes, so that's how you allow permissions in case you run into those as part of the issues while installing your script. And once that is done, I'm just going to click on configure database. Yes, so now in this window, we are going to complete the installation. As we already started, we have our database name, our database user, and that of the password. Okay, so for this place, you just enter your website name, which I'm going to put learn with Dave, your website URL, which is this https learnwithdave.xyz, For your database host, put in localhost, and then for your database name, let's go and copy our database name, which we copied and pasted in the document. Okay, so we have our database name, which is this one. So copy that. Make sure it matches the database you created, and then for our database user, let's copy our database user and let's paste that. Okay, and now the last thing we'll have to do is to enter our database password. Okay, so you remember in the process I asked you to save this password because we'll be using it in later parts of the videos. Okay, so this is where it is very necessary to keep those passwords safe. Okay, so once this is done and every information that you've entered for your database password, user, and that of the database name is correct, make sure that you are entering the informations as required, and then click on run install. Okay, it takes a few moments and then you'll be redirected to this other page. Okay, so this is the information you will be required to use to log into your admin area. Okay, so once you are in the this page, okay, after your installation is completed, please put in your website link and then your admin link. Okay, so for the admin of any website, it will be the your URL slash admin. Okay, and then your admin ID. Okay, so for this place you can change this. You can put support at your website.com and then your admin password. Okay, so for me, I'm just going to leave this as admin, my password as 1234, because this is for the tutorial purposes. But if you are the admin of this particular website, you want to set a secure password that you will use anytime you want to log into your admin area. Okay, so the admin area is basically the dashboard that you use to control every section of your website. So make sure you are entering very valid information here that you will use to log into your website anytime it is required. And once that is done, click on complete process. Okay, yes, so once you are done installing your website, and then you can see on your URL, this is the home page of your site. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so once we go through the customization through the admin area, you'll be able to customize this site, change all the images like this background image, the color of the themes, as well as all of these cars when you need. Okay, so as an administrator, you'll be changing all of this information and all of that, all of these buttons right here, and then you can add even more on your home page. Okay, yes, so your users will then sign up and then be able to list all of these cars, not exactly these cars, but the cars that is required, and then the administrator will be able to customize this view from the admin area. Okay, yes, so yeah, this is it for installing the site on cPanel. And the next thing we are going to do is go through our admin panel and be able to customize this site and start running our business. All right, so once you are logged into your admin dashboard, this is going to be the interface that you are going to see. It looks exactly like the user's dashboard, but this it has more added features for customization of the site. Okay, so as you can see, you have your dashboard. Okay, and then your profile. I'm currently logged in into my dashboard as the administrator. So as you can see, this is my profile, which is something you can edit. So we are just going to start from there. So you can edit your profile, change the profile image. Okay, so you have your profile image, the name, the email accounts are something you can update, and that of your phone. Okay, so yeah, that is it for your profile. And then on the dashboard, you're going to have a number of things that you can customize, and we are going to do that in with reference to the main page. Okay, which we have here. All right, so in the admin dashboard, you can see the total number of sellers on your platform, or the total number of planned, total number of posts, you will see total social links that have been added, total categories, and total testimonials. Okay, so these are stuff that you get to add yourself on your web page, just as we have here. So if you can see this, we have our testimonials, which are managed by the admin. Okay, so if you don't need them, you can also remove them as well. But let's just head to the specifications, which are your car specification, and let's look at the number of things you can do at your car specifications. As you can see, the categories that we have here are in a lot. So we have category management, condition management, brand management. Okay, so let's just look at category management, and then you are going to be able to manage the kind of categories you want. Okay, so as you can see, they have category N, S, B, and A. Okay, so if you are building this, you can just edit this and add the category you want. Okay, and the name and slash. Okay, so yes, so you will be at liberty to add as many categories as you want, and then if you don't want this, you can just get rid of them and then click on add category, and then you'll be able to add a new category. So let's look at the car management. Okay, so in this page, you are going to condition management rather. You are going to be able to manage the condition of the website. Okay, not condition of the website, condition of your cars. Okay, that have been listed. So you have new, use, reconditions. If there are other um, conditions of cars, you can add that as you want, and then you can look at the brand. Okay, what is the brand of cars you have? So users are going to be able to select brands whenever they are being listed. Okay, so you as an administrator is going to put in brands that will be available to the users. So if they upload a car, they will be able to select what brand that car belongs to. So as you can see, we have Toyota, Tesla, Suzuki, and a number of car brands that we have here. And if this is not enough, because they have 71 of them, you can then add your own car brands as you may wish. Okay, and then it's just the same with the models. Okay, so you're going to add car models. So you're going to do a lot of research and add as many car models as you can, so that users will not have to worry and reach out to you that they can't find a certain car model on your website. Okay, just the same with the body type management, fuel type management, and then the transmission type. Okay, so if you are going to go through every single one of them, this video is going to take so long to finish. So we'll go through the pricing ranges. Okay, so as an administrator, you are going to be able to limit the minimum amount that a user is going to be able to assign to a car as a price. Okay, so these are car ranges that you can add, price ranges that you can add. Now let's look at how our plans will be managed. Okay, so this is a very important part for the administrator. Okay, so because this is where you'll be making most of your money. Okay, so you're going to be able to assign plans. So as you can see, they have two platinum um accounts, and then a standard and a basic. If you wish, you can add a free plan where users can list cars without paying, and maybe they'll have a limited number of hours that they can put on there, and also the number of days they can be up on the site. Okay, so yeah, so you can edit these plans. So maybe you are increasing the number of days to 10 months or even a year, based on how much the user is paying. So if you click on edit, you're going to be able to update these plans, their title, the currency, and everything. Okay, as well as the details about that plan. So as I showed in the user's dashboard, you saw that it was a lorem ipsum text. Okay, but as someone who's building this as your own business, you want to update all of this text as well. Now let's look at car management. So you can manage all cars. So all of the listings that you have. So if you want to change any of these cars that they put on your site as featured, you can just change it. And you can also delete if you want. Yeah, so this is an area you can go through and manage all cars. You can also, let's look at sellers management. Okay, so on this particular section, you're going to be able to manage all of the sellers on your site. Okay, so you will see their username, their name, and email. So if you want to contact them directly, you can just send an email to um, a seller. So if you want to send me an email, because this is my email account that I signed up as Kwame, and then there are other user emails. So if they sign up, you will get a list of the data about their accounts right here, and will be able to contact them when necessary. Okay, so they'll have their phone numbers, email accounts, usernames, and then their first names. So let's look at the general settings. These settings, you are going to use it to manage the front end of your application. Okay, so if we look at the logo, which is what we have here, sorry, which is what we have here on the nav bar, you'll be able to change that. Okay, so this logo is the same in your footer section. Let's scroll down, we have this here, and then it's the same on your nav bar. Okay, so you are going to be able to update those to your own logo. You are going to be able to update the favicon, which is this small icon just on the title of your site. You are going to be able to update that. So you just take it off, take a graphic design tool like Canva and design your own logos and favicon and use. Okay, so let's look at the loader. So if we reload the site, so this is the loader. You see a car with spinning tires, and that is this for the main website. Okay, and if we reload the admin area, you see that we have this loader here. And if that's not something you like, you can just swap in a different loader for this as well. And let's look at the breadcrumb. So on this image, let's look at this. If you go to the car listings, and then you have this image right here as the background with the guy holding the keys. Okay, so you have the search and home search, that kind of stuff, and then you have this image. So you have to go through the site piece by piece to edit what you don't like and what you like, and then you can just change the images in order of the way you want them. Okay, now let's look at the website content. Okay, so we are now going into whatever is written on the site. So you have your website title here. You, as you can see, it's called car listings. If that's not what you want written there, you can update this. And the theme color on your website, let's go back there, and you can see that we have this color as the theme color on the site. If you don't like that, you can click here and select a color, or if you know the hex value of that particular color, you can just copy it and paste here and then submit, and then you have the changes updated on this part of the site. Okay, yes, so let's continue. You have your payment information, which is very important. So for you to enable the payment gateways, if you sign up with the payment provider or the payment gateway provider, they are going to give you a client ID, and as if it is Stripe, you get a secret key that you will paste into this form here. Okay, so for paper, you paste it here, and that of the Stripe you put here and then submit. Okay, so anytime a user makes payment through any of these platforms, they will then be connected to this URL and be able to process your payment. Okay, right, so this is your footer section. Okay, as you can see, the developers of the site designed this logo. You wouldn't want this on your website after you have purchased the script, so you want to update this logo as well, your address, your phone, and then that of your description. Okay, and then as well as your email. Okay, so your email will be like support at your website name.com, or that's the common thing to see with website. And then you can now set up an email forwarder and then have this support at whatever.com forward those email to your main email account. All right, if you don't want to log in and check on webmail what is available. Okay, yes, and this is just going to be some text. copyright. Okay, so once you purchase the script, then you will now have the right to take off the by geniusocean.com and then replace that with your site name. Okay, yes, and then you can update your copyright message. Okay, so this text is white, that's why we were not seeing it, and after we highlighted it, it shows. Okay, yes, so that is it for going through the footer section. Okay, and now as the administrator, you are going to be able to add your social media links. Okay, so most of your users who are signing up to your site are going to be able to reach you on these platforms. Okay, so you can add your Facebook, add your Google Plus, Twitter, Instagram account, LinkedIn, and Dribble. Okay, so once you update the email, you can just activate it like this, and once you are done, you can just click on submit. All right, now let's go to the home page section. We are going through this site bit by bit, because by the end of the tutorial you should be able to customize the site to your liking. Okay, so you can look at the head banner. Let's go to it. So as you can see, we have an image, and I'm just going to go through the website and I'll show you where that is. Let's go to the home page and let's scroll, and as you can see, we have this image right here, and that's what you have here. Okay, so as some part of the website, they use it as a background. In this case, it's a button image that you are seeing here. Okay, so yeah, you'll be able to update that. Bold text, it says car listing directory over 9,500 classified listings. Okay, so as you can see, car listing directory over 9,500 classified listings. Okay, so you're just going to make reference to the main page and then be able to update the information as specified. Okay, you'll be able to update the featured car section, latest car section, and your testimonials, which is a very important thing. Okay, so you're going to be able to update these individuals. Okay, so their names, if you are using your friends, you'll be updating it with their images, their names, and whatever testimony they are leaving on your site. So if you click on edit, you'll be able to update the profile photo, the name, the rank, Apple's CEO, and then the comments they are leaving as a review of your site as a testimonial. Okay, yes, so that's it for this part of the video. And the blog section. Okay, now if you want to add blogs, let's go to that particular part of the page. You'll be able to add blogs to the site, and then this blog section, you are adding this particular text. So you have latest blog and then this lorem ipsum. Okay, so you want to update this text to a more meaningful text. Okay, now the next thing we are going to look at is menu page settings. Okay, up to this point, if you are enjoying the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like, so that you don't miss out on any of my future updates, as I'll be bringing you more videos on this kind of subject. Okay, you'll be able to update your frequently asked questions. Okay, so you can add as many frequently asked questions as you may wish. You're going to have the title of the frequently asked questions. It's basically the question they are asking, and this comment right here will be the answers to those questions. Okay, so you're going to do that. You can edit this or just get rid of them altogether and then update it with your preferred questions and answers. And then you also will update your own contacts page. Okay, because users on your site will be reaching you through this page. Okay, so you want to update that as well, and make sure that they have the right information anytime they have to contact you. As I already said, this will usually be an email you create on cpanel at support@yourwebsite.com. Okay, just as it's formatted right here, and then you can add your contact and your address. You can check out other pages. Okay, so you have dynamic page, terms and conditions, privacy policy, about us, and this is very important because you have to have some terms and conditions of your site. So you can just click on it and write as much as you want. Okay, so you write terms and conditions, privacy policies of your site, and what and every information your users need to know about website. Okay, now let's look at your email settings. Okay, this is also very important because at some point of your business you want to reach out to all of your users. Okay, and this will help you. So you can send a group email, which is and then you can also send individual emails. Okay, so this is going to be the type of email you'll be sending. It's just going to be called expiration underscore alert, and then package expiration alert. Okay, so if a user bought ads for like 20 days and it's expiring, you will reach out to them on this. And then once we have set up cron jobs, you should be able to monitor this as well. Okay, so anytime you are getting an expiration, it should be able to give you that update, and then you can send the emails as required. Okay, now let's look at your email configuration. So for this, you are going to have SMTP, and you can just activate this. Okay, so as of now is deactivated, you can activate it. You put in your SMTP host and then your SMTP host port. Okay, you add your username, SMTP password, and then what email it is coming from, which will usually be like the support at whatever .com. Okay, and then from your name, which is Genius Ocean here, but you update this as well. Okay, yes, so that is it for the email. And if you want to send in a group email, as you can see, you don't have to list all of the email because your system has every information about all of your users. So you can just enter your email subject and that of the body of your email. And once you submit, it will be dispersed to each and every member of your page. Okay. And then we also have our language settings. Okay, so you can just go through the page, select whatever applies for you. Let's go in. We have our blog post. Okay, so you're going to be able to set your category. Okay, so once you are writing your blog post, you're going to be able to select the name of your blog post. Okay, so as you can see, these are like categories of the blog post. It's about technology, entrepreneurs, mechanical, agriculture, and then chemical research, and so on. Okay, so let's just go into the post section, and as you can see, let's click edit here, and we are going to use this as reference. Okay, so for this particular post, the category was manufacturing, and it had a title of top 5 secrets to become a model, and this has nothing to do with manufacturing. Okay, but yes, so it's just a sample for you to be able to know how you go about setting your site, and then you're going to upload an image if there is about that particular post, and then a description of the post. Now, if you are not the main writer of this post, you want to add a source wherever you are gathering this information from so that users can reference that as well. You are going to also allow blog SEO and tags. Okay, so you're going to add tags related to your particular post. Okay, and then you are done. Okay, once that is done, you look at SEO tools, Google Analytics, you add metadata. Okay, so for Google Analytics, you add your Google Analytics ID and then just submit, and you are done. You also have website metadata. Okay, so for this section, you'll be adding information related to cars, because what we are looking at is a car listing website. Okay, so you can see Ocean, Sea, etc. Yes, so for you, it will be about cars. So you make sure you are putting information that users can relate about cars, because this metadata will help in your search engine optimization. Okay, so it will be a great thing to write very good metadata. All right, let's look at your payment history. Yes, so this is going to show you all of the transactions that have occurred on your site. You're going to be able to look at what plans your people are purchasing. Okay, so as you can see, this person purchased a premium plan at $400. Okay, so this will help you go through all of the transactions that have taken place on your main page, and That's basically the information you will be getting from this particular page. And then if you look at system activation, okay, once you purchase the script, you have a a coupon code, or let me say a purchase code. Okay, so once you purchase the script, you can on your login page, if you hover over your account or your profile, you have the purchase code. You can find the purchase code over there that you can paste here to activate. Okay, yes, so that is it for the admin panel. If you enjoyed this video customizing this car listing website and you want more, please subscribe to the channel. Let's interact in the comment section. I'll leave a link in the description to the script file, and do enjoy the rest of your day.